Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda Reed. I'm going to take a few minutes to step you through how to use breakout rooms in Illuminate Live. Now, breakout rooms are a way of taking the larger group in an Illuminate session and putting them into small groups or small group activities, or maybe you want to have a private conversation with a student or maybe with a co-presenter. Those are good reasons to create breakout rooms. You can create individual rooms by right-clicking in the participant window and selecting Create Breakout Rooms, give it a name, or go to Tools, Breakout Rooms, and choose Create Breakout Rooms. Some people are more comfortable with right-clicking. Some people like to be able to use a drop-down menu. Either way, works the same. It's your choice. I can load content into those rooms. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to move participants into the room. I'm going to show you how to move participants back into the main room. And let me just mention something about closing breakout rooms. If I have put my students into breakout rooms and I put some content into that room, or maybe I've asked them to put some content on the whiteboard, they've done some brainstorming or answered a question, I want to make sure that I have moved that content back to the main room before I close the rooms. Why? As soon as I close the room, the content's going to disappear. So if you're even slightly unsure, just return people to the main room and leave those breakout rooms still open. Now that's how you're going to create an individual room, or you could do that one at a time. I could create 50 rooms, but doing it one at a time. I also can quickly create and populate the breakout rooms by going to right-clicking the participant window and select Distribute Participants. Now let me just go back one. I also can do that by going Tools, Breakout Rooms, Distribute Participants. Okay, so it's a right-click in the participant window, or it's from the drop-down menu. Either way, works exactly the same. I could say, well, I want to divide the room into 4 groups. I don't care who's in what group. I just know I want everybody working in groups, in 4 rooms. So 4 groups. It's going to automatically create 4 rooms. Into groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let Illuminate do the math. You just know that your exercise requires groups of 3. And Illuminate will figure it out. Click OK. The rooms will be created, and the participants will be automatically distributed into those rooms. Now, let's say you brought everybody back to the main room. Your class is continuing, but you want to send everybody back into the rooms again to continue their exercises, but you want to make sure they're all in the exact same room. Select the Into Last breakout rooms they were in, and they'll go right back to where they were before. Now, include moderators in the distribution is not checked by default because typically you don't want to send the moderators into those rooms. You don't want them to be part of the auto distribution because the moderator is going to jump around from room to room and kind of check on everybody. But if you want the moderator to be included in the distribution, just check that box off. All right, so you've got all these breakout rooms and your students are doing all this stuff. How do you manage that? Well, you'll be able to see hand raising and private messages and activity indicators. You can see all of that because what you're going to see is the bar right up here that shows you all of the different permissions and who's using them. It's going to be repeated for each breakout room. And then within there, you're going to see exactly what's happening. So in room 1, Elizabeth has on video, Deborah has on video. Deborah is typing in chat. Elizabeth is speaking. They've both answered the poll, and they're both clicking on some emoticons. In room 2, let's see, John has an emoticon. John and Mike both have polling. They both have their microphones turned on and are talking, and Mike is app sharing. I don't even have to be in the room to know all of that information. Now, if I want to see what they're sharing or I want to hear what they're saying, then I simply jump down into their room, and then I will hear and see what's going on in that room. Now, how do I move around from room to room? Very easy. I'm going to drag and drop my participants. So I'm going to click on one name or multiple names, drag you on top of the room. When you get this little green band, it's going to show you, yep, that's the room selected. Let go, and boom, it's going to pop those participants right into that room. When I want to move you back to the main room, I'm going to select your name again, and then just kind of pull out into the blank area. The green is going to be around the entire participant window, indicating that I'm moving you back into the main room. And I'm going to demonstrate this in just a moment. Now, by default, when I move you into a room, when I put my participants in their rooms, they can't come back. There's no like moving yourself to the main room or jumping from, I don't like this group, I'm going to go to a different group. But if I want to let you move around, I can go to Tools, Breakout Rooms, and allow participants to move themselves. Why would I want to do that? Well, let's see, I've got, I've got an academic fair going on, or I have, it's a math class, and each room is solving a different math equation, and you have to go from room to room, and maybe you have to do them all. But you're doing it at your own pace, so you're going to go in, you're going to work with maybe that tutor in that room. Just think about lots of different cases. You've got a scavenger hunt. You've got to move from room to room to get each piece of the puzzle to solve the scavenger hunt. So lots of reasons, lots of fun things that you could do using that ability to allow participants to move themselves from breakout room to breakout room. All right, let's talk about content. You're in a session, you've loaded some slides, you have a particular slide that you want to copy into the breakout rooms because it's actually the assignment, it's the activity you want them to complete while they're in those rooms. So you're going to go right to Tools and Whiteboard, Copy Screen, and you can copy it to all the breakout rooms or just one of the rooms. Maybe each room has its own special whiteboard screen, or maybe everybody's getting the same thing. Up to you, and copy. Now your students have been in those rooms and they've been working on an activity, and now they've got all this stuff on the whiteboard. You want to bring that back to the main room so you can debrief, so you can capture it in the recording, so you can chat about it. So now what you're going to do is copy breakout rooms to main room, and you're going to grab those whiteboards, bring them back to the main room, and everybody will be able to see them. So pretty cool stuff. All right, let me jump into AppShare and just show you how we're going to do this. So I'm just going to share my interface. It's going to pop up inside the application sharing window, so you kind of see a little bit of a duplication of our session. I could right-click and create breakout rooms. Name them anything I want. And so I could keep creating those rooms one at a time. I can grab a participant and just drag and drop that person into those rooms. Drag and drop you back into the main room. Notice how the whole participant window is green. Bring it back up. All right. Bring them back to the main room. Let's say I wanted to copy some screens. So I'm going to go to Tools, Whiteboard, Copy Screen to the breakout room, and it's going to copy the screen that I'm on right now. So it's going to copy the screen that says Copy Screen. Blue team, yep, I want it to go to both teams, so I'm going to say Copy. And now in each one of those rooms, those screens are there. Now, I cannot move myself into the room to show you that because it will stop the recording. It'll stop the application sharing and the recording, so you have to trust me when I go and show you Explore Screens. Here's the blue team, and there's the slide, right? Here's the green team. Let's open it up, and there is that screen that I copied in there, okay? So that's just to show you that it really did work. Let me go back to Tools, Whiteboard, and let's copy the whiteboards out of those breakout rooms and bring it back to the main room. So I'm going to copy from the blue team and the green team, all right? And now that's brought back into the main room. And then I can come right here and I could show you. It says blue team, copy screen, blue team, green team, green team. So you could see I was able to bring that content right back up into the session. So that's blue and green team. Let's go ahead and close those rooms. Let me now right-click and go to Distribute Participants. I could do 2 groups. I could do in groups of 4 people. Let's just do, well, let's do 4. And off my participants go into their 4 rooms. I'm still up in the main room, but they're all off into their breakout rooms. I can right-click and return everybody back up to the main room, and now they're all back. All right, I'm just going to hop out of application sharing. Just wanted to give you that quick demonstration of basically the steps for creating breakout rooms, either kind of the manual or the auto-distribute, show you how you can move from room to room, show you how you can move the content in and out of those breakout rooms, which is pretty cool. For additional information, please visit our website, illuminate.com/training. Click right on the recorded training quick reference guides and user guides for Illuminate Live, and grab the quick reference guide for breakout rooms. It'll give you lots of additional information. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this recording. Go practice and enjoy using breakout rooms to really extend what you're able to do in your Illuminate Live sessions.